Richard McNair's escape plan was so smart, he managed to stay out of jail for 18 months, but not without an extremely close call. Richard was originally arrested for the shooting of 2 men.
Come on, man. Magnum PI. Little finger Magnum PI.
After he was caught robbing a house in North Dakota. One was badly injured, and the other died at the scene. Richard was given 3 life sentences for this, but he had absolutely no intention of sticking around for any of this. In 2006, he managed to escape from the prison by burying himself in a pile of mail and being carried straight out the door. But just hours later, he was stopped by police while jogging away from the prison.
You live around here, buddy? No. Where you live at?
Down the road by Pineville.
Pineville?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you have any form of identification on you?
No, man.
What's your name?
Robert Jones.
Richard appears calm, cool, and collected.
I feel like that cop knew it was him, but was scared to try to come at him by himself.
Richard appears calm, cool, and collected while talking to the cop, and gives the innocent alias of Robert Jones, stating that he's just out jogging around where he's stationed for work.
That's not the problem right now. What's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel. We're working on houses and stuff like that, the roofing.
What it is, we got an escapee.
Oh, shit. Where from?
Prison.
There's a prison here?
Richard must think that the jig is up, but he manages to stay calm and play it cool. He gives a simple, neutral response and keeps his stance on the loose to avoid looking uneasy.
Played
The
that
cop then radios in for a detailed description of the fugitive and attempts to match it up to Richard.
How old is your guy? You're how old?
50. I was born in 56.
You said born in 56. 58. What color eyes you got?
Green, well, kind of a turquoise blue.
Turquoise blue.
Most people in this situation would be getting restless and giving short, closed-off responses because of nerves. But Richard somehow manages to give full answers to everything and even jokes with the officer. He's slowly trying to convince him that he's just a normal guy and that he's absolutely not hiding anything.
You know the bad thing about it?
What's that?
You're matching up to him.
Come on. That sucks.
Bruh, you scared. You don't want it to be dude. What's the other excuse? He said, it's a missing prisoner. He said, oh, hell. And then he said, he's matching up to you. Well, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck.
The bad thing about it?
What's that?
You're matching up to him.
Come on. Well, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I don't even know the address. We just got into town about a week ago, and he dropped me off to jog. I always jog about 12 miles a day.
Where'd he drop you off at?
Up there on that road by, there's some construction going on up there, some houses. And he dropped me off. He'll be back to the hotel in about probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Where are you from?
We're originally Dallas, Texas.
What's your name again?
Jimmy Jones.
This should have been it for Richard.
Bruh.
He gives a completely different name to his original alias, but the cop somehow completely missed it and
Because
carries
the cop don't want no part of that problem. The cop want to go home that night.
on regardless.
Put yourself in my position. Where's y'all's motel at?
Okay, Walmart's right there. Go right at Walmart, and there's a road, 165, that goes south. Little old tiny hotel. I mean, it's clean, but it's family owned.
Little old tiny hotel.
Yeah, you know, like a motel deal. You park up there. I promise you, I'm not no damn Chris in this case.
Bro, you been there 2 weeks.
now.
You don't know nothing about none of that. Where you living? What you doing? Your name Jimmy Jones. You was from Pineville. You live by Pineville. Now you from Dallas.
You know that yourself.
No damn
goofy.
Chris in this case.
You'd have done run by now. You know
Now,
that.
mind you, as many times as this cop been chilling and laughing and joking and looking around, dude could have snuffed him a long time ago. Boom! Dropped him, and it would have been on from there.
You'd have done run by now. You know that yourself.
Done run by
Did you
now.
see anybody or anything?
There's some kids up there playing. I'm sorry to have to hold you up, but
Hey, no, I'm just doing my job,
I
man.
know you are.
You
Can
know.
you write down your phone number, your cell phone number, so I can have whoever call you?
Just call 911 is all you got to do, and they'll get a hold of us.
All right.
That's our quick line there.
Have a good day now.
Be careful, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
All
This
right,
was the
man. I'll
last
see you
time
for
Richard
lunch next
McNair was-
week. Good. Hang out, have a beer. Bum. What a bum.
This was the last time Richard McNair was seen for 18 months. During his time on the run, he traveled using stolen cars and supplies from Louisiana all the way up to Canada, where apparently he almost bought a property and attempted to settle down. In October of 2007, Richard was finally caught and apprehended in New Brunswick after he was identified driving a stolen vehicle miles from where it was last reported. Despite quite literally being a murderer, Richard did play this incredibly well and simply outsmarted the cop and all the others on his tail for a year and a half. This cop must have been humiliated, but not as much as
that gotta be the end of that cop's career at that point. Like, you done, bro. But we've seen worse. We've seen drunk driving cops on the highway that jump in the passenger side and say they're not driving, and they're still the sheriff for the police department in that town. So it is what it is.
And a half. This cop must have been humiliated, but not as much as the unfortunate officer who had a run-in with Joel Delgado, who had his escape planned for days before it actually took place. Joel had been arrested on a myriad of charges, including drug trafficking and shooting his girlfriend, and was looking to go away for a long time. But after his most recent arrest, he told police that he'd been badly injured, so was taken to court in a wheelchair. This is why police were extremely shocked when this happened.
Gone on.
Oh, I'm gonna catch you, baby. I'm gonna shoot you.
For someone confined to a wheelchair, Joel sure can run, as just seconds after escaping, he completely disappeared.
Nah, which way you go?
Went straight through the alley and cut that way.
What's your gonna catch him? What you mean what's in my phone?
My damn radio came.
Hold on. Damn, if I try to come behind you and get him.
I don't know where he went.
He's probably sitting behind one of those cars.
The wheelchair dude got up and ran.
Explain that one to the boss, huh? The wheelchair dude jumped up out the chair and ran. That's funny.
Try to come behind you and get him.
I don't know where he went. Hey, Hook. The wheelchair dude got up and ran.
Hiding behind one of those cars.
Yeah. I couldn't catch his ass. And my radio was in the mother.
You told him you was going to catch him. You told him you was going to shoot him in the back.
The wheelchair dude. I couldn't catch him there. Tim's had pulled off.
Right.
Yeah. I can't even remember his name. He on the run.
Oh, man, you fired.
All right.
You got Buddy's phone.
Hey, he took off, man. The wheelchair dude ran. He had a neck brace on and all that.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Didn't need that wheelchair very much, did he?
No, he played all of you dummies.
Unfortunately for Joel, his freedom was short-lived, as just a few hours later, he was caught and arrested once more, gaining nothing other than a count of felony escape to add to the list. It could be argued these last few cops had a simple lapse in judgment or simply got beaten in the moment. But Mac Proctor proved that this cop had no idea what he was doing in the first place, all by knowing the law and standing his ground. Mac was parked in a private parking lot waiting for a takeout order while on his shift as a delivery driver. While his vehicle wasn't in a designated parking spot, it wasn't blocking the flow of traffic, and he'd only left it there unattended while picking up his food. Upon returning to his vehicle, Mac was approached by a police officer stating he was violating parking rules.
All right, Mr. Proctor. That is your last name. Everything okay?
Do I need to answer any of your questions?
You don't have to answer anything, dude.
Okay.
You don't have to. Lucky you stand here all day. I get paid either way.
Can you go ahead and finish your job so I can carry on?
What's it with the anger, dude?
I'm not angry.
You're not angry? You always talk to everybody like that?
I'm not angry.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to go ahead and wrap things up, please.
Oh, okay.
Of course, Mac has every right to stay silent in the face of the officer's questions, especially ones that don't at all pertain to criminal proceedings. At no point did he raise his tone or say anything out of line.
See, this is my problem. They keep saying that shit, right? And I get it. But isn't it still a form of kissing ass? Kissing ass to the cop, kissing ass to the judge. If I got to sit there and talk to him politely and nicely. He's not treating me politely. Why would it should, the moment he starts not treating me politely, anything that's impolite that I do after that should be, off the record. And it shouldn't have nothing to do with your perception of me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's crazy. You're just going to treat me however the fuck you want.
Yet the officer asks why he's being so angry. Many people think that some police officers are used to consistently being in command and control on these interactions, and it's possible the same is true with this officer. When Mac exercised his rights and just asked for
Look at
things
him over there with his stupid fucking movements. He just wants to feel not like the pudgy little bitch that he is. That's all he wants with his day, with his badge, with his job.
to be moved along, this cop was surprised and took it as a combative statement.
All right, well, you know, I'm gonna give you a break on it, but you know what I'm saying? This isn't a parking spot, okay, dude?
You're not giving me a break. You're harassing me at
I'm
this
harassing
point.
you because
I'd
you're
like
parked
to
here?
leave. May I leave now, please?
Well, do you understand?
Am
why
I being
stopped?
detained?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
All right. So do you understand why I stopped you?
Do I need to answer any
No,
more of
you
your
don't.
questions?
You don't have to.
Okay.
The officer informs Mac that he is being detained for parking here. To issue a citation for parking violation, you must be breaking either local, state, or federal law. Something like parking in a handicap spot without proper documentation.
Hey, Mr. Proctor, can I just give you your stuff so you can leave?
Can you?
I can, but you're the one. I would have let you go a long time ago.
What do I need to do for you to hand me my documents so I
I'll
can
give it
leave?
to you right now. I just want to know that you're okay, because usually I don't get people.
What do I need to do for you to hand me my documents so I can be on my way?
You're okay.
I'm not saying that.
I don't need to answer any of your
Hey,
questions.
there we go again. Jesus.
Bro, he want to force the words out of your fucking mouth. Who are these people, man?
I'm trying to say that.
You're trying to display your power to me right
That's
now.
it.
I'm concerned about it. Is there a problem to be concerned about another human being?
You have no reason to be concerned about me.
So it's okay then. You're okay then.
You can hand me my documents and I can be on my way, or we can.
Okay. You're not gonna. Okay, here. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna take a chance on you. Right here, Mr. Proctor.
You're taking a chance on me? You're going to take a chance on me? No, bitch. You lost. Rather than not say nothing and just hand him his shit, you could have probably kept your win to yourself. But you had to acknowledge that you lost by saying, I'm going to give you a break.
Everything's cool. Here, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna take a chance on you.
I'm going to take a chance on you.
Mr. Proctor.
Fuck out of here.
You're right. Everything's cool. All right. We're blocking traffic. Here's your stuff.
Mac was allowed to leave without further incident, but this interaction raises questions about why he was met with further difficulties after doing nothing other than exercising his Fifth Amendment right. In fact, it's strange that the entire interaction even happened in the first place. If the officer had observed Mac's vehicle obstructing traffic, the incident could have been avoided by simply asking him to move his vehicle out of the way and let him go about his day from there. Instead, the officer detained Mac, preventing him from moving his vehicle and keeping it in the very place that's allegedly impeding traffic flow. The cop later found out that Mac wasn't even a federal agent or officer himself, and simply managed to prove just how valuable it is to know the law.